right, you guys. Well, I've got 7 o'clock on my phone. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Queen Rearing Zoom class. I'm really glad to have you all here. So my name is Ellen Bell, and I own Bell Farm. We're just a very small little business, kind of right in the middle of Iowa, just outside of the Des Moines metro area. I've been keeping bees for about 8 or 9 years. And I've been teaching beekeeping classes for probably 4 years. So my favorite part of beekeeping is queen rearing. And so it probably goes without saying that I'm super excited about tonight's class. This is one that I teach about once a year. It's my favorite class to teach. So very excited about this evening, and I'm glad to have everybody with me. So, all right, while I start figuring out my screen share here, let's see, I will go over kind of the format for our class. So I am hopeful that we will be done around 9-ish. So I'm thinking about 2 hours. We will certainly, run longer if we need to. I will keep the Zoom open as long as necessary to get through everybody's questions and that kind of thing. I do ask that you jot your questions down and just hang on to them until the end of class. That really helps me out. We also find that, a lot of the questions that you might have partway through, I'm actually gonna answer them before we get to the end. So hang on to those burning questions, and we will get to those. I do also try to give everybody a break about halfway through class. So maybe 5 or 10 minutes, just so we can stretch and get up and move around a little bit. And I've also kind of tried to time this so that I'm going to do a little bit of a kind of a live hands-on, like with some beekeeping equipment, some queen rearing equipment, so I can kind of show you what some of these hive manipulations look like. And so when we do that, we're going to kind of transition. I'll be out in our living room, and we've kind of got some hive equipment set up there. So I'm going to do that right after break to hopefully make that a smooth transition. So, all right. Well, without further ado, let's get started. Can everybody see my screen okay? Yes. Okay, good. I see nods. All right. Let me turn on this little laser pointer thing. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to Successful Queen Rearing. So I call this class Successful Queen Rearing because when I teach this, I find that oftentimes we have a lot of people that take the course that have done some queen rearing before. They have dabbled in grafting or other queen rearing methods with mixed results, different levels of success. And so queen rearing, there's definitely a learning curve, right? And we're all beekeepers. So we know like beekeeping itself is challenging. There's a learning curve to that. The same is true, but even more so when we move into the field of queen rearing. And so really my goal for this class is to share with you guys some of the things that I've learned along the way, the things that have helped me to be successful in raising my own queens, to hopefully take out some of that element of trial and error for you guys so you can bypass a lot of the trial and error and hopefully get right to the successful part. So the keys to successful queen rearing, and these are really universal no matter what type of queen rearing we're talking about, but the real keys boil down to these 4 things. You have to be very well prepared. You have to be very organized, very meticulous. Don't skip any steps. Follow the process through. It's sort of like, dotting all the I's and crossing all the T's. And so for those of you that are already very, naturally detail-oriented people, the type A people in the room, this kind of thing is going to come pretty naturally, pretty easy to you. I see some people laughing already. For those of you who are maybe not so much in that camp, it certainly isn't to say that you can't be successful at queen rearing, but know that these are things that you're going to have to focus on probably a little more than some others. So why do we want to raise our own queens? I mean, I'm sure you all have lots of your own different reasons for being here, for being in this class and wanting to raise queens. Certainly to save money, because buying queens is very, very expensive. I know in my area, they're running about $40 a piece right now. If you're ordering them and you have to have them shipped, a lot of times there's a big, hefty shipping fee that goes on top of that. Another big reason I think for raising queens, and probably why I got into it in the first place, is because it was challenging. It was something new and exciting and different. And I think that's something that really appeals to all of us as beekeepers. We've gotten into this field because it's challenging. And learning how to raise your own queens, I think, is just one of the next natural steps in that progression of continuing to challenge ourselves and learn more about what we can actually do with our bees. But it's really this third reason that I want to hone in on in this class, to get superior quality queens. And this is a topic that you're going to hear me refer back to over and over this evening. To get good quality queens, superior quality queens. I am a firm believer that we can make better queens than we can buy nowadays. I think we need a whole lot more people just like you guys that are raising their own queens locally. I think that the more we learn this and the more that we do it, the healthier all of our bees are going to be as a result.